could be kind of cool. So in the slide, create a text box and then write 5 words that you would use to describe existing technology. And I may or may not call if there's a word that I'm kind of like, oh, please elaborate on. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes on that to think of 3 words might be fine too if you can't think of 5, but hopefully maybe a minimum of 3 words. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to type those up.
Is your Google Slides set to everyone can edit? Because I'm not able to edit it.
Oh, yeah, neither am I.
Oh shoot.
Same.
If you go to the upper right, and then when you share, you just make it everyone can edit. This is how we learn.
Oh, can't edit, and then this should be good?
Yeah.
Or do we need to share with everyone?
You might have to send them out let everybody refresh, and then it should be okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
You're actually probably going to have to send out a totally different link.
So send it. So just do it right through the chat feature.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Also, you're no longer sharing your screen.
I know. I noticed that when I was doing that. It won't let me do that. It's awesome.
You're doing awesome. Breathe in and breathe out.
Did that work this time? Oh, it looks like it. Awesome.
Yeah, it worked for me.
Okay, cool. I'm seeing text boxes.
Awesome.
Cool.
As Dwight Schrute said, experience is the best teacher. Through our little boo-boos, we learn. And Hayes, I hate to do this, but would you send that that new link to either my Gmail or my email or whatever, because I've got to fix it on my use it on my other computer. Since we're recording on this one, I can't use it. Thank you.
Me too, Hayes. I use a different computer for the video because my normal computer doesn't have it.
Oh, okay. Does your school email work for that, Dennis?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Then for mine, if you can use the Stone Jamalee.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll give you guys maybe one more minute.
Hayes, could you send me that too?
Yeah. Is that...
Oops, sorry. I forgot I created the rooms, but I have to open them. And Cody and Janie, if you're in a group, you should see if you can now move, because you are supposed to have access And Hayes, as soon as you log on to the link that I sent in the chat feature, you should have access to.
Kind of helps them to be more inclusive towards those students that need support.
Perfect. Anybody else would like to share? No.
I'll share.
Thank you.
One of the things we talked about was just the socializing aspect. If kids that get separated for any reason, they're not getting the same socialization kind of education that the rest of the students would be, and it's good for both students with exceptionalities and those who don't have those, because it makes them, it raises like the other kids, like their understanding of what these other kids go through, I guess.
Perfect. Okay, so it will inclusion is better for students with special needs because they can see what you would consider a typical student. They get the opportunity to learn accessible social behaviors and they're able to learn them from their peers who are also around their age and their same grade, who have the same interests and hobbies as them. Another one would be social and emotional development. School isn't just for academic needs. Children need to learn social and emotional needs as well while they are there at school. And so it is important for them to be a part of this so that they can receive all of these experiences.
And dyslexia. So dyslexia is, it's a learning disorder that affects your ability to read, write, spell, and speak. They're often, most kids with dyslexia are super smart. They just, sometimes get things a little bit mixed up. It's the most common disability in all the school districts across America. So every single year, there's more than 3 million cases of dyslexia that are diagnosed. And that goes with saying that there's probably a lot more that are not diagnosed. So dyslexia affects 1 in 5 Americans. And so our class size is 20. According to the statistic, 4 of us have dyslexia. Okay? Only 1 in 20 are diagnosed, though. So only one of us was diagnosed, just looking at it like that. So, how common is dyslexia? Just told you. So does dyslexia only affect reading? Dyslexia does. Dyslexia only does affect reading. But there are sub-branches of dyslexia that affect everything else. And so like phonological dyslexia is, the ability to recognize an individual letter sounds. And so you're mixing up like C's and G's and H's and I's and all of that is phonological dyslexia. Rapid naming is recognition letters, and so you're mixing up, A's and Q's and P's with B's. A lot of times the orientation, so like a B in a book could look like a D, and then like a P with a Q is just kind of flipping around. It could even do with like a D and a Q, and the tail could flip up and down. A lot what like dyslexia is looking at. Dyscalculia? Oh no. So I'm just going to read them to you. Dyscalculia is difficulty with math. Dysgraphia is difficulty with writing. Left and right disorder, just in the name, you get your left and right mixed up. And then a double deficit dyslexia, any two of those combined. A lot of the two that we see is like phonological and then rapid naming. And so like mixing up the letters and the sounds. So with your scratch piece of paper, we're going to do a math test. And with this, there's only 5 problems. It's going to be super easy, I hope. But we all have dyslexia. And so all addition or multiplication, all subtraction or division, multiplication or subtraction, division or addition. You have to replace all 6s with 9s, 9s with 6s, 3s with 5s, 5s with 3s, 2s with 7s, and 7s with 2s. Everybody got those? Cool. And you have 5 minutes to do 5 problems. I'm going to start that right now. Giving you guys a little bit disadvantage. You guys have dyslexia, so you guys are really slow readers. And so now we're still reading. We have 5 minutes to do 5 problems. Most everybody else has already started. Now we're looking at the problems. I hope you guys remembered everything before. But now there's the instructions that looks like dyslexia. But now you're looking at, phonological dyslexia, rapid automatic naming dyslexia. You're mixing up letters. And then when you're done with your examples, I hope you guys can see that. So you just type your answers into the chat. So like the first one would be, 7 comma blank, 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 blank.